Hi everyone, welcome to the pitching day for Taiwan Audi Innovation Award here in Taipei. I'm James from the Business Media. We are always happy to co-work with startups to boost Taiwan ecosystem with enterprise. Audi Innovation Award is part of innovation program from Audi to embrace and collaborate with talents, technology, and startups in the smart mobility community. This year, we have received over 100 applicants from not only Taiwan but Asia Pacific area. After a tough evaluation process by all the internal and external judges, we finally have 9 teams to join with us as the final pitching contest. This is the 3rd time for Audi Taiwan to host the Audi Innovation Award, and it's the first time ever to do the online streaming live pitching event in English. Here, I'm actually streaming at Justco. Justco is a co-working space in Xinyi area. Justco is also Audi great partner to sponsor today's venue and also part of the prize. I would also like to first introduce our host for the Audi Innovation Award here today, Matthias Schepers, the Manager Director of both Audi Volkswagen Taiwan Group and Audi Taiwan, and also he's one of our experienced judges today. Hey Matthias, can you first share your view why Audi Taiwan invests so many different resources on Audi Innovation Award?
Right, before I answer that question, first of all, also very warm welcome to all of you out there, Taiwan and outside, to join us here on our exciting event. Thanks for being with us. I'm very excited to be here with you. Okay, so the question would be, Audi's DNA is basically Vorsprung durch Technik. Vorsprung durch Technik is a very German word, obviously. Loosely translated, you could say it's living progress, living innovation. So in our 110 years of automotive history, we've always pursued innovation. And that's why it's very natural for us to hold this type of event, because we're always interested not only in the car innovation, for example, the Audi Quattro, which is a 4-wheel drive. Back in the 80s, everybody said we were crazy as a brand to introduce 4-wheel drive into motorsport racing, because Quattro 4-wheel drives are heavy and they're also bad in the curves, not sporty. And people said this will never work. But actually, we revolutionized that and we kept on winning. So they banned 4-wheel drive from motorsport racing for a time. So we always challenge the norms. We would like to try something new, whether it's being product or recently also a lot of the ecosystem around the automotive business. So that's why we are excited to have this one. It's actually the 3rd time we're doing this now here in Taiwan.
Yeah, it's actually the 3rd year for the Audi Innovation Award here in Taiwan. Did you see any difference between this year, 2020, than those last 2 times?
Right, first of all, you already mentioned it. The applications are, rising very much. So it shows that we have a credibility in this event, which makes us very proud. And of course, one of the biggest changes that we feel physically is, of course, due to the pandemic. We couldn't really get everybody physically on board, so we resorted to a different scenario now. Another difference is in the first 2 years, our focus was connecting startups with the Audi headquarter technical development, which was quite successful. For example, last year's winner, we were able to connect directly with the headquarters, that they could exchange project status and feasibility studies. This year, we would like to continue to do this with a specific focus on Audi Taiwan. That's a big difference as well.
So some of the staff might dream come true. They can do the proof of concept project with Audi Taiwan.
Sure, certainly. That's what we're looking for. Today, from the 9 finalists, we'd like to choose one, either directly connected to car or our general automotive business, to do a project with them here in Taiwan.
Hope one of them will get lucky.
Sure.
Any words for a startup going to pitching today?
Right. Well, we are very excited. I think you're excited too. Just go with the flow. I'm sure you're very well prepared. So just go for it. We'll be watching you.
And our partners?
Yeah, thanks again here, Justco, for the space provided here, IBM and here, to join us on this journey. So we're very happy to have them on board as well. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Matthias.
Thank you.
Thank you. Matthias got a lot of experience in global car market for both wholesale and retail level. He also dedicated in business process beyond cultural bridge between Asian and Western. I would also like to introduce our jury today. We have 4 judges today. All of them are experienced with the smart mobility ecosystem. Beside Matthias, we have Angela Lebinger, Digital Business and Network Quality Team Lead of Audi Taiwan. Angela is working on implementation of new digital solution and mobility concept as well as star scouting. And then we have Sabrina Zhang here. Sabrina Zhang is head of data sourcing North Asia of HERE Technology. As head of data sourcing and community for North Asia Pacific, Sabrina leads the business development team of location content and community operation in the North Asia Pacific area, spanning from China to Japan, Hong Kong, South Korea, and Taiwan. And we have Yu Han Qing online. Yu Han Qing is regional architect of Audi. In the last 6 years, Yu Han being the regional architect for Audi, driving design strategy, focusing on elevating customer service and enterprise experience. We will then start our pitching session. As I mentioned earlier, today we have 9 teams up from Taiwan, the United States, China, and India. The jury will review you under 5 judging criteria. Marketing potential for 15%, strength of the team for 15%, product uniqueness for 15%, impact on smart mobility for 20%, and the most important part, with 35%, potential to integrate with Audi Taiwan. Each team will have 5 minutes to presentation and 2 minutes to QA. The timer will start after the countdown. I will also count with the video like 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and go to remind the remote teams. When time's up, the microphone will be muted and you will hear the ring. Then we shall switch to the QA right away. Now we have to start our first pitching session. Let local team take the lead. Welcome AICOM. AICOM, are you ready to go?
Yes. Hello, everyone. My name is Patty from AICOM. This project is we call the Intelligent Vehicle Service Center Solution. The beauty of this project is to use the advanced AI technology, including facial recognition and video recording and the camera and the deep learning. Also the AI-based AI assistant to record the customer behavior, including prospects and the users, existing users. We analyze this data and we provide better service. Because if they are happy, we are happy, and we can make more money. That's why we call this monetize the data. So this project is all about data, how we collect it, how we analyze it, and how we use it efficiently, and also to make more money. This project is, we want to use that not only in the normal situation, but also in the pandemic, that this period of time. So we add the security and the surveillance function to this project. Basically, this project scope divide into 2 parts. First is to analyze customers' the user behavior, including in the facility. And also, we wanted to improve the customer service satisfactions by AI assistant. It's more likely it's an AI, voice-based AI assistant. So first of all, we wanted to record the different data. First of all, this is the basic part, is the visitor type. So what the customer look like, how we recognize a VIP. So we use the facial recognition, including and plus the camera. And who they come with it, why they come, what the group they come with it, what they do, how they come in. So including every data, we wanted to record it, analyze it. And also during this pandemic of time, so we can include this, the temperature recording, also do they wear the mask all the time. So we can use all this technology to do that. Second is, when they come into the service center, what they do, how they go, what the flow is, and what the type the car they look it for. If the mother like this one, type A, or the father like type B, or the children like type C, what they do, what the questions that they ask for, what they need, and why they bring their friends to look for. Because my friend bring me to because they wanted me to introduce Audi. So why they bring me to? So we wanted to record all single data. So this is the customer for. Then also I mentioned is the security is we wanted to do the capacity, especially during to get morning if more people during this facility. Third part is the AI-based, voice-based AI assistant, because right now we wanted to eliminate the touch chance to do any hardware facilities. So that's why we use a voice-based. What's my car status for this repair or maintenance? So including the app, if my car is ready for maintenance or repair, what the status for? So we use app or we use the voice to check this assistant. So we can get immediately. So during periods of time, I don't need to wait here. I can do somewhere to do else. So my app is going to be in a notification. So I can do somewhere else. So I'm happy. I don't need to wait there. And no schedule to wait there. So this is my third. We are provide the three part of the data. Of course, so many data we can record during this facility center. But I think for my team, we think that this three part is the data are most the crucial part to be the intelligent vehicle services center. Like I say, we wanted to monetize the data, but however, AI technology is always support that. So that's our projects. At the end, I want to introduce my team. We are AI.com. We are from surveillance and IT industry. So, but we wanted to do more projects, especially for the data, and to improve them, to collect them, to improve them, and to build a more better life for our better customer services. Thank you very much.
Time's up. So now we go into the QA session. Any comments or questions from the jury?
Yes, I would have a question.
Yes.
Did you implement that solution already in any other business? And if so, did you derive any improvements based on your data and your analytics?
Currently, we are using that people counting and temperature and temperature recording into the real retail stores, but it is only for POC only. Yes, not in the car business, I have to say, but in the retail stores, like a car selling clothes, so not into the real store, into the clothes retail stores, not to the car business, not yet. Yes.
One question from my side, related to what was just asked. Obviously, this is Chinese enabled.
Yes.
And so the AI part, what I just understood is the speech analysis is an important version.
Yes.
When you just referred to the retail stores,
Yes.
did that include also the speech recognition, the content recognition, the AI part, or the surveillance by camera?
Yes, we voice part is by Chinese only, by Chinese first currently, but because the Chinese language is the difficult part, because we have different characters, and this grammar thing is the most difficult than English. So I think that would be no problem for our technology.
Yeah, well, Chinese is the important part for us, but the
Yeah.
question was in your retail stores
Yes.
with the clothing, different industry, have you also implemented that as well?
Not yet.
Not yet.
Yes.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you. We think time's up. So thank you. Thank you
you.
for AI.com.
Thank you.
you. Let's welcome the next team. Next team will be Fusion Next. Fusion Next, are you ready to go?
Yes. Okay. Hello, everyone. This is Brian Guo from New Fusion Next. So today we will present our very exciting driving and riding fun and joy and the gamification program car platform. So now is our driving status. So no matter what the driver or passenger, they are feel very boring. So our vision is to bring the joy and the drive very fun when you in the driving or when you're in commute. And how do we do that? So that is just like a picture preview. So for example, you can choose the program, and then he will show the information, and also for the AR and interactive or voice interactive. So you will feel very enjoyable, and when you're in the riding and explore the world. But very important, we are not to put you in the dangers. We want to still keep the driver's eye on the road and the hands up on the wheel. So you will feel the very safety, but very fun. And how is our solution? So our solution is covered from the app to the cloud, and also can be embedded in the car PC. And that is the example what it looks like. So it will be a program, and it combines the route and the point, and also and the location interactive with the restaurant, and also with the sign point, also with the shopping or anything, and together, and also and the instant communication and the social community, and also including you will complete the mission, and you have the award and achievement. So that is a key function inside, is including the locals interact service, instant communication, and the social community, and combined together with the program centric. So you will be a total package for the entire program. And compare with the current market solution, most of the land is basically is connect with the car, and also like a power saving, efficient fuel saving, or the traffic information. But our solution is very unique. Is we want to bring the value up. And that is a function comparison. So you can see we compare many apps in the car field, but that is our unique in the many aspect. So about the market, so what is our potential? So we want to put the basic level to the upsell the market for the focus on the entertainment and fun and social and shared economic. But we will add in the AR and the 5G and the V2X to do the interaction. So that will be a game changer for the smart mobility. Okay, so how is our business model? We will combine the B2B and the B2K. So we can direct to get the revenue from the company or the whole ecosystem, and also we can do the sharing with the KOL with the different program and the sizing. And how do we integrate with Audi? So our intention is to current My Audi or Audi Next also is focused on the baseline and for the safety, security, efficiency, and the convenience. But we want to bring the more value for Audi, and to first we would like to enhance their Audi community. Also, we want to bring the more customer, and furthermore, we want to bring the different business model for the Audi. And there's our step for the integration with Audi. First, we can to integrate, design our UI to fulfill the car application. Also, we can define the great program, activity program for the user. Then, including the AR interaction. Finally, we can including the ecosystem and to bring the more value. So, what is our request from Audi? So we need the funding and the market intention, promotion. And why us? Because we have a lot of experience in the value chain, and also we have a download app in the 1.6 million in the experience. So we also have the experience, and we have got an award.
Time's up.
Thank you.
So we need to switch to the QA mode. So any question from the jury?
We cut off Han last time. Maybe we give him a chance to ask a question this time.
Han, you are doing for elevating user experience, so maybe you can ask first.
Actually, I'm very interested with the AI integration.
Yes.
So you are developing a hardware for this as well?
No, we are all focused on the software for the app side to the cloud side. So for the AR, so we can to integrate with the AR core and to leverage the current mobile platform and to integrate to our solution.
Okay.
Angela?
Question from my side. You mentioned navigation, traffic, and speed camera information. Where do you get the data from?
We got the open API from government. Yeah.
Sabrina?
Yeah, I have one more question regarding for the gamification, right? And then into the location interactive service, right? And then I think that's very fascinating. And can you impress more idea like how you collaborate and working on the campaign with your community?
Yes, actually we do cooperate with some tour organization, and we will design a gamification like the stamp or badge, the collection, and the connect with the location and the culture and also the shop. And when the user to fulfill complete this the campaign, so they got the price, and so it will be a total event plan. Yeah.
Thank you. I think time's up. So
Yeah.
thank you. Thank you, Fusion Next.
Okay, thank you.
Let's welcome the next team. Next team will be Blue Dot Technology online from San Francisco. Blue Dot Technology, are you ready to go?
Yes.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go.
Hello everyone, I am Selina from Blue Dot Technologies. Today we will be talking about how we are revving up Audi's EV awareness and purchasing intent. So right now, more than 50% of consumers are saying that they have a fear of going a long trip with their electric car because they are having range anxiety. And this is because chargers are in the only city centers. We have still limited options of chargers, and there are too many apps, cards, and public networks. And charging process and wait time is still a problem. And this is because also the system is fragmented. There are lots of different navigation apps, routing apps, tracking and analyzing apps, and also 50% of charging stations are in the private locations and idle for 21 hours per day. And in that ecosystem, right now, car brands are not that clear how their customer segment is coming, what are their problems, and how they are going the trip. And as one of the EV drivers, we know it really closer. I want you to know better. So we have created an app, which is an out-of-box EV charging for iOS and Android. And we are seeing that adore to know Audi owners closer. So the electric car owners can discover and see all the charging stations in a one station map. We are doing a route planning, and also it's fully brandable. And let me get you a little bit closer. So they can be a part of special loyalty program where they can calculate their carbon footprint, collect the oxygen points in their rides, and also they can spend their charging their points in the partner places like restaurants, hotels offering charging stations. And also we are creating an electric car driver just for them. So And also what we are doing is that we are creating a community with our owners. So they can share their charging station with their peer Audi owners. It's a fully connected system. They can earn money, juice up with their peers, and more importantly, they can have a community support, which they love it. So let me go through a user experience that we have created just for each one. So we are connecting with the car, and then they can add their charging station to the community. They can charge their car in restaurants and hotels with an Eat and Charge, Rest and Charge. They can go with the navigation, and they can pay online. So we are offering an exclusive incorporation with Audi, where we are offering fully packaged EV charging solution with a white label application. And also we are having an extensive station database with an amenities and historical use. And also, as I stated, you can know your customer better, analyze on demand charging locations, and track purchasing behaviors. So this is how the system looks like from far away. And right now, as you know, for the electric car ecosystem and demand and supply side is really important. And we are seeing Taiwan as also a great market in the Asia Pacific to start with. So till now, we have made different partners and see our solution with a different partnership and offering a charging solution for the hotels. And also we can now connect it with the more than 90 charging station networks in Europe. So let me go through your competition and what we are doing differently. So different than the specific car applications, we are offering a loyalty program, community support, with a great design, and also different than the charging station manufacturers, we can analyze the customer data analysis and giving white label products to our consumers. So our team is normally more than that. This is just the part of our board members, and we have a CTO with a different startup exit. And also my colleagues have a different backgrounds on the car brands. And also we have a different advisors from the field. So we are working for the cars that we fall in love with actually. So our plan is to go live with the Audi in 12 weeks. So we are ready to do that. And we are planning to make an integral integration with the B2B2C model with a white label app. And now we are in the phase of feasibility and testing out. So we believe the experience, because experience creates value, and now we are here to do that. Thank you.
Okay, you just run out your time, and let's go into the QA session. Any question from the jury? Matthias.
So thanks for the presentation. Sounds like you guys have done a lot of research already, and you're quite far. So in 5 minutes to understand the whole system is difficult for me, but nevertheless the question would be, have you already other markets, you just mentioned Europe a bit, or the US, where you're already in a pilot phase, and if so, could you share some of the experience with that?
Yeah, sure. So right now our application is used by different users in Germany and Turkey. So we are piloting with the different parking lot systems and the restaurants and hotels in the side of charging stations. So we were giving a solution for the charging station businesses. You can think something like that. So what we have seen is that the solutions are not touching upon the end users, which is really important for the car brands and for the improvement of the ecosystem. So now we are making all of the steps for touching upon directly to the end users. Because we have seen the importance as a channel to car brands right now. So we are now focusing on creating a white label application more,
Angela?
Using in order to connect those different kind of charging station, different hardwares from private and public charging stations?
So yeah, we are using an OCPP 1.6 integration to connect with charging station network. So we have a backend solution where we can manage different charging station brands directly. And also for our application, It's also like the system is also connected with our application.
Is there also
Okay.
Okay, we ran out of time, so I need to cut up here. And now we will have a short minute break. There will be some video from Audi partner this year. Stay tuned.
Everything we do is based on impulses from the world around us. How to communicate and where to go. Our lives and reality are in a continuous cycle of ever-growing change, opportunity, and meaning. Unlocking the potential of information with the power of location, connecting where we are with the data we need to make better decisions, give better answers, and open up new perspectives. Finding together that missing piece of significance that helps unfold our reality. This is what we are here for. Because in a world where data is paramount, we are determined to release its enabling power and provide meaningful context. In an open, honest, and transparent way. One that lets us better learn, move, and economically interact with each other and the world around us. We see the potential of location to have a significant impact on solving global questions, like environmental pressure, or even on improved food distribution and a healthier, more productive future. It's a challenge that we meet with courage, insight, and not business as usual. We look forward to making a lasting difference, acting with curiosity, pride, and a sense of global purpose, and helping us all lead safer, more informed, and sustainable lives together.
Welcome back to the Audi Innovation Award Pitching Day. Now we will follow up the second session for next three teams to pitching remotely. We would like to first welcome CarKit AI. CarKit AI, are you ready to go? CarKit AI, are you ready to go?
Yep, we are ready to go.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go.
Hi, my name is Darren and I'm from CarKit AI. Thanks for having us here today. We have a great product that we want to show you, so let's get started. Since the beginning, cars have improved by leaps and bounds. On the other hand, when you look at in-car entertainment, that hasn't changed too much. We're still basically listening to music as the only form of entertainment, whether it's radio, a cassette, CD, digital, or even streaming. But one thing that's very clear to us is that most of us, when we are driving, listen to music. And even a large portion of car drivers love to sing while we are driving. Today, I'm pleased to introduce to you Roxy Car Karaoke, a really fun, hands-free carpool karaoke system. The whole idea behind Roxy is casual karaoke on the go. But don't take it from us. You may have seen James Corden Carpool Karaoke. Some of the biggest celebrities in the world are singing and having fun. Billie Eilish, Paul McCartney, the talented Ed Sheeran, Justin Bieber, the Believer, BTS, beautiful Ariana Grande, Will Smith, Michelle Obama, and Celine Dion. The whole idea behind Roxy is to be as spontaneous as you can be and sing instead of being traditionally planning for a KTV session. And the way we are doing this is through hands-free karaoke, featuring the ambient microphone that allows not only the driver, the front seat passenger, but also the rear seat passenger to join in the fun of karaoke. So it becomes a truly social event and everyone can sing along and have fun. So then you might say, well, I hear a song that I really like, but how do I karaoke to it since I don't have karaoke song? Well, that's where Roxy is magical as well. It has built-in vocal reduction so that you can literally karaoke to any song that is coming from your phone in any genre, in any language. There are absolutely no karaoke versions needed. And setting up and using is absolutely easy. You plug in Roxy into your car cigarette lighter socket. Then you mount the mic on your dashboard. You run the application to connect your music to Roxy, and off you go having loads of fun. Apple Siri and Google Assistant works with Roxy to act as your KTV DJ. But of course, Roxy is not just about fun. It is also about safety as well, and it's great for attention management. Because if you really think about it, when you are singing, you're probably not sleeping. We are off to a great start at CES early this year, and we had tons of press coverage and also winning some of the best awards at the show. The feedback from international markets, including Japan, has been great, and we are fantastically happy to have the opportunity to present to Audi in hopes of partnering with them. And we divide this into two phases. In phase one is what we call the exclusive design integration, where we work with a world-class ID designer to redesign Roxy to match with Audi's legendary cabin design and real good quality. The connection is through the Audi music interface, setting up through My Audi application, and of course, because we are going to do the work to tune the cabin acoustics so that singing is perfect. We think that we can do a great job as opposed to, let's say, a stock Roxy. In phase two, we propose an integration deeper into the Audi MMI with either design mic or hidden mic design and all of the things that you expect in phase one. But partnering Audi goes beyond just selling Roxy. As cars become more autonomous, we have more time and we have more privacy as well. And self-driving automobile, you don't need to have clear windscreens. We have a next follow-up product with features, live streaming and broadcast, so that not only can you sing, but you can broadcast to your friends, family, and friends and be a true superstar. With that, thank you very much for your time, and we would love to take questions.
I think time's up. How about the idea of Roxy from Cockpit AI? Will you try to sing when you are driving? Hand?
I definitely don't sing when I drive.
But when you drive,
I'm not allowed to sing. Full stop.
Angela.
Well, I do sing when I drive, but you don't want to listen to it. I have a question. So we are looking for, especially this year, we're looking for solutions that we can implement here in Taiwan. And I think you're aware that we don't have an R&D department here in Taiwan. So what is your idea in terms of connecting your solution with Audi Taiwan, which is not related to the core technology of the car?
Yeah, we can most certainly integrate in various ways. One of the ways is, of course, through the existing Audi musical interface. But of course, we can make the solution even better, because in most cars where we don't have the opportunity to look at the cabin acoustic, what we have is a very generic solution. With Audi, if we can tune it to your cabin acoustic, it'll sound just fantastic. Frankly, it'll be like driving a KTV studio. And I would say this. Recently, Line in Taiwan released karaoke on their music app. So obviously, it's taking off in such a great way. And Apple Music also has timed lyrics. So they also recognize that people are beginning to enjoy not just listening to music, but also singing as well, even if it's to themselves, in the bathroom or anywhere. We chose the car because the car is one of the most place. This is the place that you spend a lot of time, right? Besides the office and the home.
Angela or Matthias?
Yeah, I was just picking up on what you just said. So the current version that you just showed with a small mic, that connects, however, to the speakers of the car, right? Currently already.
Yes, it is integrated. So you can hear yourself through the car speaker, just like a karaoke station. Yes.
What is the benefit then to integrating it with the MMI? Because that's technically a bit tricky for us. Where would you see?
Right, in phase 2, yeah.
Yeah. But where would be that benefit then? Because it's already connecting to the speakers.
Time's up.
Right.
Okay, well,
yeah,
we'll follow up on that. Thank you.
Thank you.
Yes.
Thank you. Thank you for Cockpit
Thank you very much. You have a nice day.
Let's welcome the next team. Next team will be Dave AI from Bengaluru. Dave AI, are you ready to go?
Yes, I am.
4, 3, 2, 1, go.
Hi everyone, I'm Sriram, one of the co-founders of Dave AI. Product discovery for customers have undergone a significant transformation in the last decade, which has diminished the wall between online and offline commerce. Brands who are at the cusp of this transformation, like automobile brands, for example, are trying to create an experience that brings in the best of both worlds. It could be to understand how can we adopt digital technologies in physical channels like showrooms or events, or how can we deliver the same personalization that's available in dealership outlets today when a customer walks into the website where predominantly discovery starts. So every brand has an objective to create a unified customer experience that's intelligent, that's personalized to every customer that the brand is interacting in a hyper-personalized fashion, and is able to create a showcase that's bringing out the product that the brand is selling, in this case, the car. And that's how we conceptualize Dave as a virtual sales avatar. So Dave could be Audi's digital human sales interface. who has the capability to understand customers and their preferences. If in offline channels we use facial detection, and across channels we use speech and NLP. But more importantly, Dave has the ability to mimic a sales brain, which means in real time, Dave is able to understand a customer's requirements and is able to make a hyper real-time recommendation in the form of a conversation. Not just that, this entire experience can be delivered in a virtual store or inside a physical store, which includes visualization of cars, let's say as a product configurator, depending on which channel the brand wants to implement Dave in. Let's take a quick snippet of how a virtual sales avatar interaction would look like.
Hi, do you want me to be your brand's avatar?
So Audi can pick up an existing brand ambassador or can use a static, a basic avatar to go ahead and start these interactions with. And generally, customers' discovery process starts from the web. So Dave can be deployed as a chatbot or a voice bot with the ability to understand customers and showcase products. Not only that, Dave can also be deployed on kiosks. And we understand that you already have sales reps in these dealership outlets, but Dave can augment that experience by also providing self-assistance, but also help sales reps with actionable insights, like if the customer already has chosen another competitor car, Dave can in real time show them the difference between both cars in terms of how Audi is better than a competition car, so that the customer is able to make quantified, personalized purchase decision. Let's take a quick look at what a kiosk interaction might look like.
Good morning. How are you doing today?
Yeah, I'm doing good.
Very good. Is this the first car you're looking to purchase?
Yes.
No, I already have one. Great. Do you intend to drive this car to office every day?
Yes.
So Dave can ask leading questions to understand the customer's requirements, and not only on kiosks, Dave can also be used to create pop-up stores using AR or VR technologies because the platform is flexible in terms of the mode of deployment. Like I said, Dave has the ability to mimic a human sales brain, which means Dave is able to understand the customer's requirement in real time and personalize the sales conversation adapted to every single customer that Dave talks to. POC that we propose is a virtual sales avatar on web, considering that we're based in India today, but we can also deploy it on kiosks. We have partnerships with local hardware partners in Taiwan, with Intel. We will be able to deploy it on AR or VR as well. The quantifiable business impact that we promised during the deployment is to improve lead qualification and improve lead conversion while collecting actionable data and creating a new digital experience for Audi's customers. Why Dave? We have a strong founding team that has varied experience from tech to business to domain. Our co-founder was one of the key architects for Samsung Bixby, the Siri equivalent in Samsung phones. We are accredited by some of the leading innovation labs in the country, including Intel Maker Lab, NVIDIA Inception, etc. We are one of the top 50 innovative software products in India, and we understand this domain very well. We work with one of India's leading automobile manufacturer and as part of mobility and innovation labs in India. We intend to co-innovate and create joint IP during this program, and Dave has flexible APIs that can integrate in the next phase of the program with existing Audi systems. We look forward to creating this experience together with Audi. Thank you for the opportunity.
Thank you. You just go on the time. So let's switch to the QA time. Angela?
Good work. So from my understanding, it requires a huge amount of data to train such a virtual assistant to properly answer your questions. So what is your integration approach, and how much time do you think that you need to develop such a virtual assistant in order to properly answer customers' questions?
So one of the IPs that we have is an online learning genetic algorithm, which means today Dave can start with absolutely zero data, only using Audi's product catalog data. All our deployments in enterprises today start with very minimal data, and then Dave starts learning without the interference of a data scientist. That's how we're different from traditional or standard AI systems, because we do not need to train upfront and then push these training data into the virtual sales avatar, but the sales avatar continues to learn. But of course, more the data, the better. But they can be deployed to start with as an independent entity. But then if you see, because customers today that come in, let's say a new customer who comes into the website or the showroom, you will not be able to relate to that customer in an immediate basis, right? So they ask those leading questions and uses the data to create a learning. At a global level, of course, we can use whatever data that's available with Audi today, but that's not a mandate to start off. So that's probably different from other systems. But we have APIs to integrate with any system, including a customer data.
What about language? Chinese
today we are
language?
not available in. We are not available in Chinese language today, but it takes 4 weeks for us to deploy it in a new language. We are available in English and some Indian languages, but the platform is flexible enough to use other NLP systems, or we can develop our own system, and it takes 4 weeks for us to go live with a new language.
Han?
You're basically building customer profiles. My question is, how can your system then integrate with our existing CRM system?
Right. So what we look at is 3 sets of data. We look at customer data, product data, and interaction data. And from an existing brand, this can come from any enterprise system. It can come from the customer data platform. It can come from CRM. It can come from your support systems as well, which is the call center and so on and so forth. We have APIs that can add a flexible data model that can ingest data, both structured and unstructured, from any enterprise system that is available.
Time's up. Thank you. Thank you for Dave AI.
Thank you.
Let's welcome the next team. Next team will be Evo Creation from Shanghai. Evo Creation, are you ready to go?
Yes, ready.
4, 3, 2, 1, go.
Hello everyone and Servus from Österreich for all the German speakers out there. I'm Mark, founder of Evo Creations. I'd like to show you how we can evolve Audi's new virtual assistant. So just a couple of weeks ago, I was myself in the situation of buying a car for a family member, and we went through the whole process and all the problems. And it was really not easy to figure out which car to buy. So many models out there, technical jargon out there what you need to understand. And then you have no one to ask to. That was mainly the biggest problem, that you're out there alone and you go from shop to shop and you check it out and you just don't know how to choose. So what if you would have a virtual assistant with you all the time through the entire process? That also means for Audi to stay connected with the customers through the entire journey. Starting at pre-sales, when you have questions about the car which you want to buy. Going into the store, you can scan a QR code of the car you just looked at, remember all the facts, ask also the virtual assistant what the facts are about the car. At home, if you still got any questions, you can also chat to quickly book a test drive. And you can also have after-sales services that once you have some questions there, you still have your virtual assistant in the phone. You can ask it any questions at any time. So we want to evolve it from a existing clickbot as you have right now into a real chatbot or virtual assistant. You can see it on screenshot. It's card-based or button-based. It means you would need to click on it. But if you add NLP technology, natural language processing, then you can have actually real conversations, and you can enhance skills like small talk or facts about the car. You can ask anything. You can do a conversational search and say, I don't want to see a car which has, for example, diesel, which is one of the big topics lately. You can also chat to quickly book a test drive and add many more services and many more skills. So one of our existing clients, I can mention here, it's Philips. They told us that after evolving into this virtual assistant, they had an increase of plus 64% in their purchase intention. Another customer told us that they had a plus 45 increase in customer satisfactions. All this is due to the fact that you finally can actually really chat to someone, talk to someone, being understood, get quick, efficient replies. Patience is not a big thing nowadays, so it needs to be quick and efficient. How to do it? First, we choose the skills, what needs to be added. Different skills take different time of training. That comes to the point where our human AI trainers go in and train the AI based on the skills selected. It takes approximately 1 to 2 months. What we need for that is like an FAQ document or to have pre-approved replies from Audi And after approximately 1 to 2 months, we can activate it and send it on to the customers. We don't have our own neural network. We act as a middle layer, so we can quickly switch between the best neural networks out there. You can also easily integrate with UCM or any other channel. We are based in Shanghai, so we know how to work with Line, WeChat, and also Facebook, so it's easy to expand it. And what we offer is evolution as a service. It's not a product. You get our AI trainers, human AI trainers, on a yearly basis to make sure that the AI evolves over time. Our team, Thomas, the architect, plus 15 years in customer service experience, Aura, the human computer interaction expert, and myself, I worked with Audi, Seat, and Volkswagen in Europe for many years. Overall, we have more than 30 years of experience in the tech industry. And to close it up, we have prepared for you a small little live demo. You can scan this QR code with a Line application. It's a small little car configurator, chat-based. The AI takes the lead. You can go through it. You can ask questions. It will ask you also questions. And then at the end, it will give you a recommended model or version of a car. Now you can also imagine how to expand this. You can add it into showrooms. You can add it to dealers or even motor shows. Go there, let people scan the QR code, activate the virtual assistant, and have a chat with all the customers. Besides, the AI will tag all these conversations, generates valuable data for your marketing companies, and you can micro-segment your customers in a very new way. That's it from my side. If you've got any questions, please let me know.
You just ran a little bit early, so we will go into the QA section. Question from Angela?
Yes, so thanks a lot for the presentation. As you might know, we already have an Audi Line chatbot implemented here in Taiwan, which is also based on AI. So we have Louis as a backend system to train the chatbot. Where is your solution different, and how could your solution bring us an additional benefit for our chatbot?
So we work with different neural networks like Louis or like Google or any other solution out there. Each neural network has different properties, different specialities. So we can pick different ones, we can combine them all into one and enhance like this the artificial intelligence in there, enhance the chatbot with new skills like small talk, like even picture recognition you can add. So there's no limit to expand it, to add it. We also developed our own tool to analyze conversations because most neural network providers don't offer any analytics. So that's where we're really strong at. We focus on quality through analytics, looking at the conversations. The AI analyzes it, gives tags back. You can have the tags also for your marketing and increase the overall knowledge, like also retain the knowledge on your side in that case and make it better and better for the users, driving more experience there.
Any more questions?
The AI trainers, you mentioned them in your presentation. So could you explain that a little bit more in detail? What are they actually doing?
30 seconds.
Yes, sure. Those are not developers. Those are language specialists and cultural specialists, and they focus full-time on the AI training. So it's human-based training. It's not machine learning-based training because the output needs to come from you. So we always ensure that the output is correct and approved by Audi. Meanwhile, the learning of the incoming message, yes, that's machine learning based, but like this, the human trainer always takes a look at it. That's the evolution in the product in there to ensure that all not answered questions will be retrained and answered in a
Okay,
day.
time's up. Thank you, Evo Creation from Shanghai. Now we will have our second short mini break. Stay tuned. Hi everyone, welcome back to Audi Innovation Award Pitching Day. It's very intensive and exciting for all the staff to fight for the prize today. Next, we will have Next Drive here. Next Drive, are you ready to go?
Yes. Hello everyone, I'm Jenny from Next Drive. With more electric vehicles and chargers being built, the world energy consumption will rise 6.8% by 2040. So what does this mean to our daily life? For energy users like office premises and apartments, which normally have contract capacity with Tide Power, the increase of using charger can cause exceeding the capacity, and the customers suffer from paying 2 to 3 times utility fees. So how do we avoid this? We Next Drive provide energy management system solution. Let's say if a car owner drives home at 8 p.m., instead of charging the car directly, he can choose to charge later after 11 p.m. and apply to a much lower energy rate than it is during peak hours. Our energy management device, Auto, an IoT gateway, and a microcomputer allow smart charging based on time of use electricity rates. But what if a car owner wants to charge during peak hours? With AI algorithms, we provide a smart control of electrical appliances, reduce the building's energy use pattern, and avoid exceeding the capacity and overload. So how are we going to cooperate? Our solution applies to home premises and office. So first, we install Auto into Audi's distribution center and improve energy efficiency, even with new EV charging stations. Through our platform, we provide analysis to optimize the bills. Second, combined with your EV charger, we bring Autos into your customer's house to solve their energy problems. But more importantly, we bring smart home services to them. Imagine a customer driving a car home, connect the charger, enter the house, feeling cooled down right away, and the air conditioner has been on and the water heater just starts to run. After the shower, we click the button on app to turn off the light and finish every day without worrying energy bills. This can be a smooth, smart, seamless journey that doesn't necessarily to be happen in the future, but now. Using our app, we provide a lifestyle for those who like to have total control of their life. And what we have achieved here is to differentiate your customers' experience and to acquire new, more EV customers. Now, there are many options out in the market, so why choose us as your partner? We have won a lot of awards in Taiwan, Japan, America, but more importantly, as an IoT provider, our team has long been in partnership with many leading power companies, such as TEPCO and Tide Power. These companies approach us not because they want to know the customer's energy behavior better, but they want to find new business through big energy data, such as home care services, smart logistics services. With Audi, we can also help you find new business opportunities. So, here is how we are going to initiate the project. To carry out our EMS solution, first, we build in our Auto, the IoT gateway, into your Audi's distribution center. And then, we design the user scenario and provide and run the test with Audi. Now, we all know that we are eager to see the future of electric vehicle become reality sooner. So let Next Drive equip Audi and better prepare a new energy era. We are Next Drive. We believe to drive the future, start with energy. Let's make every energy count.
Thank you. You run a little bit earlier than your time. So now we are switching to the QA session. Any question from the jury?
Maybe I may start first. Thank you for the presentation. So I looked at the business case, and the timeline seems to be 9 months, something like that.
Right.
So from your presentation, I wasn't sure the app that you're referring to or the system behind it, is that already finished? Is it a finished product that you are giving out or testing already, or is it something that you would like to now develop together with Audi as a first trial?
For our solution, we have developed energy management systems for other type of customers, but for electric vehicles companies, we would prefer to run the pilot test with you and develop a better solution.
So basically, my understanding is from what you just said, there is a platform you can build
Right.
on, but you would specify to our industry.
Right, we already have the platform and a app for our customers, but we think that including EV charger, we need to expand our solutions.
And you showed the graph at the beginning in terms of the charging costs is exactly as you say, there are certain peak times and there are several systems that offer that difference. What in your, based on your research in Taiwan, what's the price difference between peak times, let's say 8 o'clock in the afternoon and let's say 2 o'clock at night? Or what's round about the price difference there when you consider fully charging an electric vehicle?
So it will be the electricity rate that you are asking. So it will have like 3 times differences between the peak time and not peak time.
Okay, thank you.
What exactly do you need from Audi Taiwan to conduct your POC?
So first, we would like to have a distribution center, a location for us to run the pilot, and then we would like to have financial support to run to develop the pilot test.
Thank you. Time's up. So thank you. Next drive. Let's welcome the next team. Next team will be Pamo, P-A-M-O. Pamo,
Hi.
are you ready to go?
Yes. Hi everyone, I'm Elisa from PEMO. We are alternative legal service provider, and in following 5 minutes, I will give you a brief introduction of our solution for fender benders. To begin with, I would like to talk what kind of problem we will solve for Audi owners. As you may know that there's a wide range for car accidents, from minor fender benders to those serious car accidents. But the problem is that nowadays the solution is still quite limited. For example, for those kind of serious car accidents, people would just call the police, file the report, and claim the insurance. But what about for those minor fender benders? What would people do? Surprisingly, the answer is people just pay and leave. Now let me show you some figures. According to government data in Taiwan, in our survey toward 2,000 drivers, we found that for those group of people who just pay and leave accounts for up to 60% of the cases, and only 38% of them had claimed the insurance. And now, you may wonder, is this kind of pay and leave behavior is really problematic? The answer is yes, it is. This kind of behavior is actually on the really high risk of being charged of hit and run. And this is the situation when people need PAMO. There's 2 parts in our solution. First is our instant settlement software, and other is our legal coverage. Since our solution has been released in the market for a while, so drivers now can easily access to our service through our online chatbot. And there are only several steps for them. Based on data collected from our 8,000 drivers, we found that the average time for the users to complete the whole process around 1 minute. Once the user finishes the whole process, both parties will receive a legal document immediately and simultaneously on their mobile phone. Most importantly, every single document from PAMO is along with legal coverage, which means if the agreement is breached or disobeyed, PAMO will provide alternative legal service for those car owners. Comparing to traditional paper contract, PAMO not just simply digitalize the process of generating a contract, we also provide legal assurance. Aware that Audi is the first premium brand provide chatbot service to their car owners, our proposal today is to integrate our solution with Audi's chatbot service, and we plan to establish an emergency service center on Audi's existing chatbot. We believe that with the integration, we can complete Audi on-road service and make it more comprehensive, covering from minor fender benders to those serious car accidents. We also believe that with our service, we can benefit Audi in 3 aspects. First, we will benefit sales team in market difference because Audi will be the first premium brand to provide legal service to their car owners. Secondly, we will benefit after-sales department in raising the engagement because we will actively push the maintenance reminder along with the booking menu to those users who had clicked the emergency button. And lastly, we will benefit in Audi Mobile Assistant because we will expand the function on it and we will increase the incentives for the drivers to register on it. We believe that our service will help Audi deliver a message that Audi not just simply takes care of your car, but also takes care of you as an Audi owner. And the Audi owner can proudly say to their friends that, hey, look, Audi gives me a mobile legal assistant for fender benders. And this is the brief introduction of our team. We do have an in-house legal team, tech team, and operation team. Here comes to the end of our presentation. We hope that we can win Audi's support in the integration of our service with your Audi's chatbot service, and then provide our service to all Audi owners. Thank you.
You also run a little bit earlier than your time. So let's go for the QA session. Any question from the jury?
So you mentioned, thank you for your presentation, first of all. You mentioned Audi will be the first premium brand.
Yeah.
I think 2 times you mentioned that. So that means there must be a non-premium brand already using your product. If so, which is fine. Can you explain us, if you can't name it, explain us some of the experiences that you had with another automotive brand?
For now, we don't have a collaboration with other premier brand in car industry, but we do have experience provide our service to those companies who have their car fleets, such as Napoli Pizza or McDonald's.
Okay.
Yes, they have integrated our service into their SOP to deal with those fender bender situation for their co-workers.
Okay. And for how long has this been going on with McDonald's, for example?
For it is around, we have providing service for them around half of a year.
Okay. That would be in Taiwan,
in Taiwan,
right?
yeah.
Thank you.
Han?
Sorry, just a quick one. Your business case says something about a subscription fee.
Yes.
Is this an annual subscription fee per car?
Yeah, this annual membership fee per person for a year.
Do you do pay per use?
Pay per yes. For now,
as in,
of course, it depends.
As in, when an accident happens and I engage in your services, I pay for that particular time.
It depends.
And I don't do an annual.
It depends if we, in the situation when we provide service to the company, they will buy our service with monthly pay and provide our service to all their co-workers. But for the individual users, they can buy. They can be our member at any time they want. And our charge fee will, once you join our membership, then you will pay the annual fee as our member. Yes.
Okay, time's up.
Okay.
Thank you, Pamo.
Thank you,
Let's welcome
everybody.
the next team. Okay, last but never the least, Ubik, are you ready to go?
I'm okay. Ubik is providing a next generation of connecting EV chargers with integrating of wireless networks together with smart parking. We would like to provide this innovation with the Audi community. The situation here is we are at the JustCo office right here, and this is close to the most dense area of EV chargers in Taiwan. Actually, the vast majority of those here are underground and they are non-networked. What this means is actually most of them are very hard to monitor, to pay for, to reserve wirelessly, remotely. You have to be an EV owner to feel the pain of arriving at a charging station only to find it being broken, out of use, or maybe even more frustrating, this would be to find it being used by a non-EV car parked. This is a real-life story from Taipei main station. At Ubik, we connect electricity meters in Taiwan. We won the biggest IoT project in Taiwan to connect electricity meters wirelessly into a private dedicated network. By the year 2030, there will be 6 million meters connected with this kind of technology that becomes smart and connected. We propose to leverage this kind of technology now to also make a wireless network for EV chargers together with parking management within the same solution. It's called Weightless. This is a wireless network that we have created, and we are the first company to have implemented this in the world, and is being live in Taiwan right now. So what happens is we can create a network of more than 2 kilometers radius from one weightless base station in a dense urban environment that could connect at least 100 EV chargers together with their parking spaces. The parking spaces can have a radar to sense whether there's a car or not. And this is done by having a radar on the EV chargers or maybe on the parking sensors. Both are possible. And they're all connected with our wireless technology. We put a module into those devices. On the software application end, basically we can integrate with any management platform. It could be the line chat, for example, to make a reservation for the charging and for the parking itself. We have actually done a pilot in California recently that we passed successfully. Our partner was happy to deploy 30 EV charger station connectivities using one weightless base stations downtown LA at the incubator. So we enabled our partner in this case for them to enact advanced features using that technology. Those features are to do dynamic charging and to do wireless monitoring on the end, to do the payment as well. In Taiwan, actually, it will be a little easier, probably, to do this because we have already started to deploy a network for electricity meters in Taiwan. And for EV chargers, you also have meters, so it's also metering. And the idea is that by using the weightless network, you can deploy this for a cheaper fraction, for the cheaper cost than using either wires or 4G systems. If we take the example of 30 EVs, then you don't have to use 30 wires or 30 4G monthly subscriptions. The future would look like then, if you're a EV owner, you will no longer need to worry about having a bad surprise when you go into an EV charger, especially in the underground area. And if you're part of the Audi community, you will be able to monitor and reserve your charging and parking at the same time, for example, via the Audi line chat box. So for this, we would need the help of Audi. First, to identify a pilot site. Together, we're working with the EV charging vendors of Audi and or to work together with our own recommendation so that we would be able to do a pilot for that. And then to integrate the software with Audi Line chat box. And we would like to have this released in time before the Audi e-tron release later this year, so that next year we could provide this for underground parking spots. So all in all, we would like to share this innovation to increase the experience of EV charging and parking together at the same time using the UBIC exclusive technology.
You just stay on time. Okay, let's go for a Q&A session. Any question from jury? Or hand?
Go to guy.
Sorry, I just lost my video, just got frozen.
I can jump in the meantime. Are you ready?
Yes.
I can jump in while you sort your thoughts. And the 17 kilometers that you were mentioning with the antenna, I wasn't really sure if I understood that one. So how does it work? I'm an Audi user, and I have the app integrated in our line. And can I make a reservation? Let's say I'm in Taichung, and I know I'm going to be back here in 5 hours from now because I have something, and then I can already reserve something in 5 hours ahead of time here in Taipei. That is possible?
Yes, the answer is
get
yes.
The link with the
so
17 kilometers.
the range that we mentioned for, let's say, 2 to 17 kilometers is the range between our base station and the end devices, which in this case would be the parking and the EV.
So not
the
your
base
car.
station has a backhaul, whether it's 4G or wired. So you will be able to integrate with that system no matter where you are. You would not need to be part of that weightless network coverage itself.
Angela?
Yeah, my question would be, are you only considering Audi-owned charging station, also considering public charging station for the customer, for instance, to do a reservation?
We would like to have both. So basically, there will be a tiered system. So we'd like to share this innovation for the sake of all the EV owners. And then we would propose a special added, for example, special benefits, such as maybe a priority booking or maybe some discounts on the payments when you use the Audi Line chat box. And you could consider that more and more of those EV chargers that are especially underground, the ones that are the most frustrating in Taiwan and the whole world, people will know that the ones that are being helped to be built and sponsored by Audi are the ones that are really removing those pain points. So we would like to not only share this with the overall mobility community in Taiwan, but especially work together and leverage our respective innovations to make this as for the maximum benefit of the Audi community.
So you would not only need the support of Audi Taiwan, you would also need the support of public in terms of the owners of these public charging stations.
We are already working with them, actually. So we are working with EV charging manufacturers in Taiwan who are planning, and they have a plan to basically release a number of EV charger public stations, and they are asking us to make the connectivity for that.
Time's up. Thank you, Yubik. Thank you for your presentation. Let's have a short break. Stay tuned.
If time is currency, then energy is the real capital. At TESPAC, we try to empower people in order to make them energy independent. The aim for TESPAC is for people to have a complete mobile experience. In the future, at TESPAC, we envision that you will be able to charge all your mobile devices from our smart packs wirelessly. The idea of solar smart packs was born when I was in the Special Forces while on deployment in remote areas where we didn't have energy. Based on that experience, we started developing a solution that would enable extreme adventurers and people in the outdoors to create their own energy for their mobile devices while traveling. We needed to do what Tesla did for the electric car. We needed to create a product that was desirable, that was beautiful and practical. So in the last 12 months, TESPAC has been proven to be a reliable source of energy for field makers, for extreme adventurers, for research scientists. We're proud to say that TESPAC has reached 3 of the highest peaks in the world and also has reached the Antarctica. We need your help in order to bring these powerhouses from the extreme to the city. Now, I have a question for yourself. Do you want to be the master of your own energy?
Welcome back for the third Audi Innovation Award pitching day today here in Taipei. We are just finished all 19 pitching today. I think all of you learned a lot just like me. Some of you might have questions as investor, mentors, or partnership. Please do interact with each other directly after our live show. You can find them here local, or you can just go online to search information of each team. Now I know you're all excited as I am about the winner. The judges are about to wrap up their review and do the deliberation. Tomorrow at the same stage, same online channel, and same time, we will announce the winner, who will be the winner, the top 3 stops for Audi Innovation Award this year, that chosen by the jury. The Golden Award will have a chance to do a proof of concept project with Audi Taiwan. The Silver Award will get a cash prize with 150,000 Taiwan dollars from Here Technology. The Bronze Award will have 2 packs opportunity to access a partner accelerator program and get a trouble subsidy value 50,000 Taiwan dollar. All other will get the Audi Ecosystem Award with Startup Bootcamp, including workshop and mentorship from Audi. Here you can see the highlight mentor from Audi Bootcamp program. After this intensive contest, I think the jury might fight all night with their favorite teams. Before the announcement, we will have a panel discussion tomorrow on corporate innovation, discussing how enterprise could collaborate with startups. Thank you all for being here today, and thank you all your time to being online with us. This is James from Business Next. See you tomorrow.